So, today we're going to start working to mount this, and I think we're going to use a hole saw to make a wooden block to put in to this, and hopefully we can make some holes on the side to keep it. So, I don't know how much do we need, how thick of material do we need. Let's try this MDF. I have it, so let's try it. Now, what size do we need? Too small. Too small. That was almost good, but we needed this good. We start with something that's a tiny bit too big, and then we can shape it. It's cone shaped, so it's going to be smaller down. Is that in? No. Now it's in. That looks really good. So let's clamp this. You are standing on my drill. Excuse me. Hot. Don't touch that. But can we clean it somehow? that's very close. Let's flip it and see if we can just get through that little piece at the end. Thank you. Now, how close of a fit is that going to be? Actually, very good. Can we convince that? Almost. Yes, perfect. So I'm going to mark this so it stays, so we know which way is up or down. Let's do there. Actually, you can just stay in there. Doesn't matter at all. Now, where do we want to put the screws on this, and what screws do we want to use? Do we have something? Do we have some of the old screws that we can use? These ones are really nice. I don't know if we can use them. How many of those do we have? Let's see, we have one there. Not that one. No. This is also nice because it's pointy, so it's going to grab inside. We have one of those. We have the same one but without the nut. Maybe we can find another one. How about these ones? Anything nice? They look almost normal, like regular ones. How about this one? Okay, this one, is this the same size, just longer? They're not identical, but they're very similar. Are they the same size? No. So they're similar, but one's bigger and one's smaller. I like those. Now, these ones are nice, but I think they're too big. And they're not the same. These ones are the same. We'll keep those. Here's another one of these ones. That's the third type of that one. There's another one of this one, looks like the same one. Oh, do we want the same thing or do we want different things? Okay, I think that's it. So we put this back here, and we have a couple of options. I'm just going to put something underneath so you don't fall down. So I don't have to go looking for you. Just need something. How about this one? No, not that one. Perfect. Now, so that's what we have. These ones are long and pointy with slots in them. These ones are short and pointy. Can we remove that nut? Oh, we can remove that nut. Then we have these ones too. They are short and pointy. And then we have these thumb screws. Are they all the same? Almost. They're not identical, but I don't think that matters. And then we have this one, this long one. I'm going to start with these three, just to see how it looks, and we can always change. I like the feeling of this. Now, the question, is one of these actually going on the front that we're putting back on? Let's put the front plate back on and see, because I want to keep that. This is the front plate. And the front plate goes on like that. Oh, there's two. So they are probably then going to be the ones that are the same. No. Oh, I got lucky. Let's not do that again. Let's do this. Much better. So we have this, and then we have the two that are the same. I just assume that they're symmetrical. Don't know. Can't remember. One goes there. That was lucky that I remembered that. Yes, they do. Okay. They both go there, so we can't use them. Because I want to keep that. Then I think we're going to use the pointy ones. How are they going to reach? Oh, perfectly fine. So if we put them in there, first I'm going to take this nut off. And we just use some pliers. No, they're right here. I didn't want to go get them, but we can just use these. And a small screwdriver. Where did the small, there it is. 8. Too small. Is it a 9? Oops, don't think so. No. 10. It's almost a 10. Now, will you come out friendly? Yes. So we have those two. If we had one of those nuts, does that mean that we should have another one? We do! Now, do they both go on? Okay, that one goes on that one and this one. No, not at all. Is that just looks exactly the same, but it's not? Okay, so this one fits both of them. That's the wrong one then. Put that in the corner. Do we have another one that looks like it? No, we don't, so we only have one of these. Okay, then we skip that. I'd like to keep it symmetrical if we can. It's so much easier. Now, how easy is it to thread cast iron? I've never. And is this a normal M6? Do I have an M6 something? Because this is not. Because if I put this into the sides, no, it's okay. This only needs to hold this. So if you put this in like this, you see, if we put these ones in like this, there's nothing holding him. But they can't fall out because we're gonna screw this to the back plate. Yes, it's working. Okay, so now, do we want them on the side? Or do we want them on the top and bottom? What's nicer? Let's do top and bottom. There's some nice text here, some flowers. I would like to keep them. So let's try and find where we want to mount these and how that's gonna drill. I have no idea. How can we hold that when we drill? Can we? Is this wide enough now? Still not. Now we can do that. Can we do some clamping the vise, maybe like that? That's better. I was thinking something maybe we can do. Do that. Okay, so we need to open this up as much as possible. Close this again. That. How? Can we maybe do that? We take a block of wood, drill a hole through it so we can put this on top of it and then hold it like that. Let's try that. So I don't have that. Can we put it outside somehow? Because I want to be able, or it's just closer to. It's just easier to do it like this. Would be way much easier. Drill one hole. Drill one. Okay, so we're going with easy. Let's do it like that, and then we'll singe it up. Okay. So let's take these ones off again. Put these ones there, and this over here. I'm gonna test drill this. I don't know how that's going to react. I also don't know if we can use these ones. Can you use the screws to tap cast iron? I don't know. There's a hole there. If I have a bolt that will go into, that will fit there, I'm gonna try to tap it if that's possible. First, let's find out, is this the same thread? So one of these nuts worked. Okay, that's the right one. That's the right one. Now, does this also work with it? No, that's too small. So I need a bolt that works with this one. Is it that? No, too coarse. I'm looking for something that fits with this. I think this is too skinny. Yeah. It's not that. And this is also too skinny. Yes. Too skinny. Do I have something in here? There's something else that we can use as a test piece. Don't see something. Maybe here. Did I miss something here? Like, is this the same size? No, that's also too skinny. Can we take some of these out and try? No, too skinny. Not coming out. No, they're all too skinny. Okay, so we can't use that one. So then we're gonna have to try to find a drill that's as close as possible to that. So that's about 7 millimeters. Seven. Too skinny. How's that? Now that's a 8. It's also too skinny. That's actually not bad. What is that? Rusty. Can't read it. How about this one? Too skinny. Way too big. Too soft. That one. Big. Too big. Okay, so we're gonna test this one. That's a masonry bit. I have no idea if that's correct. Wrong ones. I thought I had more, but I don't. Okay, so let's try that. Will this work? No idea. Okay, so it is working. That's good. How's the size? Way too big. Okay, and we measured on the shaft. We should have measured on the flutes. And this is I think this is an 8 masonry. Do I have a 7 of that? 8 and something. Is this the same? No! It is smaller. How big are the flutes? They're also too big. So I need a small masonry bit. How about this one? This one is 6. I think that's too small, but let's check with this one again. Seven. Yeah, that's too much. I need one in between. How much is this one? Okay, that's better. That's 6 and something, and this is 7. Now, we use this one without the hammer function. Let's try it. No hammer. Okay, so we try the other hole. Okay, that did nothing. That's strange. Went through the paint and then... Is that a hardened sleeve maybe? Let's see if we can make a hole somewhere else. Have a hole, center punch. I need a center punch. So where can we drill a good hole on this? Let's go there. Okay, I would love to drill a small hole first, just with anything, to get it to bite. Okay, that's no problem. So what happens now if we go back to this? Can we drill here? Is it softer? Seems like it. Yes, much softer. This is working. How is the fit? Okay, it's actually close. Let's see if we can push through and see if we can draw that in. Alright, we need to do that first. Now this should be much easier. Perfect. So, did we lose anything valuable? Hope not. So, now how will this go in? let's use something and see if we can tap this hole using this screw, or if the screw is going to break. We'll see. Can you see? First, we're cutting through the paint. Just go slowly, little bit in, little bit out. Okay, we already broke the screw, so the screw is hard. No. No. The screw is hardened, but yeah. No, the screw is too brittle. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Okay, so what do we do then? Do we just go for smaller holes? And use a normal? I don't want to use the normal screws. This isn't gonna look nice, just a normal Phillips. That's a shame. Do we have something else that we can take off that we would like to use? How about these ones? These are nice, but they're too small. They have to be able to stay in the... How about these ones? These are wood screws, but they look the same. At least they have the same age. I think we can make that work. Are these too long? I can always shorten them, but let's see. Way too long. But what if I don't want to make a big hole in the side. I want it to be a small hole, like it's recessed. And you can't do this. They're flared at the end, but maybe we take the flare off. And then we're left with a... Yeah, can we do that? So we have these two, or how much if we just put them here? Nah, they're too short. Do we have something other? Something else? We have one. That's a small one with a rounded head. Rounded head is nicer. Do we have one more? That's a flat head. Okay, I think that's it for today. I don't know, we didn't do that much today, but we tried. So, thank you, see you on the next one. Bye!